What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today, and today we have another retro model review for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. We have an absolutely beautiful model right here in the GeminiJets 1:400 scale American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the Oneworld Livery, of course in the chrome colors. What a beautiful model this is. I'm super excited to dive into this. We have no further time to waste. Super excited to get into this, everybody, and let's get started. Alrighty, so beginning right here with the box, we have the white GeminiJets logo, which was really cool for aircraft in this time frame. We have the made for collectors by collectors, and then we have the chrome American Airlines CGI of the Oneworld Boeing 777-200ER. What a beautiful CGI this is. It looks really, really nice. You have the retro OG, absolutely amazing, 100% my favorite American Airlines logo right here, which is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely love it. It is so nice. The older Boeing font for the Boeing 777, that's incredible. 1:400 scale die-cast model aircraft. Here's the left side of the box again with the older fonts. I personally really like these, but the newer ones definitely look a little bit cleaner for sure. So really, really nice. And then you'll also notice the big white GeminiJets logo. So this was a really cool trade of GeminiJets boxes back in the late 2000s. Some of them had these white logos, which is really cool. Now, I don't know if there was a particular reason why GeminiJets chose to do this, but nevertheless, they look really, really cool, and it definitely shows some character, so I think they're really cool. Here's the aircraft climbing right here, the white Gemini logo again. You have all your criteria here, as we've went over several times at this point. Officially Boeing licensed product and American Airlines as well. Made in China with the copyright date of 2009. Very, very nice right there. Absolutely incredible. So here in the pamphlet, you're going to find all the information you're going to need to know about the American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER, along with some additional information about the aircraft that we'll talk about here momentarily. But yeah, the Boeing 777, absolutely beautiful aircraft, pardon me. While it's not necessarily a retro aircraft yet, it's definitely had huge implementations on our industry thus far, and I'm really excited to review this retro version of it. So right here, you're going to find the GeminiJets 1:400 scale American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the Oneworld Livery. This thing is absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite models in my collection. I got this back in 2017 for Christmas, I believe. I think it was 2017. It may have been 16, but I'm pretty sure it was 17. I got it for a very good deal. It was actually about $40. And this was a model I always really wanted, especially back when the chrome livery was flying. But as time went on, as my passion for aviation grew, along with my love for American Airlines and the chrome livery in general, this was a must buy. And for this price, I could not pass it up. I was super excited to get it, and it's been an amazing asset over the last 5 years of my collection. So excited to get into the review, everybody. Let's get into this beautiful Boeing 777-200ER for American Airlines. Alrighty, here we go. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited to dive into this, so here we go. First and foremost, we have the nose cone. One of the most interesting attributes about the American Airlines liveries, in my opinion, is the variation in these nose cones, pardon me. Some of them have the gray underneath, some of them are full like this, and then some are just normal, so it's quite random, it seems, but it's definitely really cool. You have the cockpit windows, which I think look really nice in this mold. I thought GeminiJets did a really good job, like everything you'll see on this model. One of the first things that will really stand out, in my opinion, is as you can see, the fuselage, the polish is incredible. As you can tell, the reflection is really good. You can see my pencil going back and forth between the nose and the Oneworld logo. That's just incredible, in my opinion. It's absolutely insane, so it looks really, really good. You have the nose landing gear, which, man, this thing looks so good on this mold. Of course, the newer one's been oversized for such a long time, so it's really nice to see this beautiful height right there. It looks really, really good. You have the Oneworld small logo right here, right next to L1 door. Of course, it's much smaller on normal liveries, but on this one, obviously, it's an emphasis on the absolutely beautiful Oneworld titles. They're absolutely beautiful. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Member of Oneworld, and then you have the American Airlines down here as well. It seems like there may have been a little bit of a printing error throughout here, as the stroke, it seemed, got a little bit out of control, but nevertheless, still a very, very cool part of the American Airlines livery, and I absolutely love it, so it looks great. Great details here in the first class area in the business as well. That looks absolutely beautiful. Excuse me, this is always tough at filming after dinner, sorry. Then you have the L2 door as well right here on the W. A little bit hard to see, but definitely there for sure. It looks great. You also find some fanels and such throughout the aircraft as well. Taking a look at the absolutely beautiful General Electric GE90 engines. These are absolutely amazing. So as you can tell, very big. You can't even get the pencil under there barely. So very, very nice engines right here. They are absolutely incredible. I would really like to sit in this part of the aircraft at some point and get to listen to these. These are really nice. I know a lot of people absolutely love the GE90s, including myself, and it's an absolute unit. There is no other way to put it. They are really, really nice. What a cool attribute of the aircraft. As you're going to find here, you have the slats area that you're going to find, which is fairly detailed. You have a few grooves in here, and of course 2009, so standards have to be lowered a little bit in my opinion, but still really nice. You're also going to find the flap area right here, and also the speed brakes, which are also fairly nicely detailed for the 2009 time frame. And then underneath, you're going to find the main landing gear. There's a little bit better of a view of it. Again, just nice and simple, correctly portioned. Not too many details on them, but honestly, the OG stuff, you're not going to find that, so absolutely incredible. It looks very nice. This was a really interesting cutoff on the livery with this gray right here. I'm not sure exactly why this happened like that, but it was quite interesting. But of course, you got the polish throughout here that looks absolutely incredible. You're gonna have your L3 door right here as well, and I think the Wi-Fi box would have went there, but I'm not sure if they would have had a Wi-Fi box at this point. So nevertheless, I kind of like it as it is, so I'm not complaining. Then you got the L4 door right here, which is absolutely incredible as well, and a couple of windows tatted out as well. I think mine has seen a little bit of wear right there, it seems, so that's kind of unfortunate, but hey, what can you do about it? It's all good. Kind of hard to see, but the registration is November 791 Alpha November. We're going to talk about this aircraft a little bit more in detail here in a moment, but this has been a big part of the American Airlines fleet, which is super cool. You're also going to find with this particular aircraft that it still has the Oneworld livery in the newer colors as well. And a fun fact, this aircraft actually wore the chrome livery for a few years, so that was really cool as well. Here you're going to find the absolutely beautiful tail. Obviously coming off that polish, it flows really well, and this just gives such an OG vibe in my opinion to several airport updates back in the day, and just as a whole. This is such a pretty airplane. I was fortunate enough to get to see the old livery chrome, 767 actually, Oneworld livery, which is really cool. I always really wanted to see 75, never got to see it, and of course, as you guys may be able to guess, I never got to see the 777-200 either, but I did get the model, so that kind of, I guess, makes up for that, my age in that department not being able to see it, but that's still really cool. You're also going to find the APU back there as well, along with some very solid horizontal stabilizers and some pretty good detail throughout the aft section of the aircraft. Taking a look at the top of the aircraft, of course, not too many more details than what you would find on the underneath. No emergency wing exits, of course, for the Boeing 777-200ER, and really good pylon detail there on the GE90s, along with additional details there on the flap, kind of depicting what you're going to find on that, so that looks really good. Likewise, for the bottom of the aircraft, you're going to find some additional details. The absolutely stunning, and I think one of the most iconic things about GeminiJets, their big logos from the mid-2000s, which I thought were really cool. You're also going to find a panel, the nose gear door right there as well, also in gray, very nicely depicted right there. And then also some additional details right here on the flaps. They look really, really good. You're also going to find the emergency, on the other side, of course, which we'll take a look here at briefly. You're going to find the luggage doors, and the cargo loaders, which are really nice in this aircraft. So that is right there. And there you can kind of see the other one right there. I know it's not the best view, but still looks really good, and also a little baggage one as well. And here's the bottom side of the horizontal stabilizers as well. Again, what a beautiful aircraft on this American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the Oneworld colors. This thing is absolutely beautiful and is definitely one of my favorite models in my collection. So, just taking a look at the American Airlines 777 briefly. Of course, this has been a pivotal part of the American Airlines fleet for several years. We'll go ahead and talk about the history of it here in a minute as well. But just some brief facts on this particular aircraft and also 777s in general. We'll begin with the construction number of this particular aircraft frame is 30254. The line number is 289. Registration, once again, is November 791 Alpha November. Oh, yikes, my bad. So the engines, these are actually the Trent engines. So this is somewhere where I need to get better with, is depicting the engines. I actually have a United 777 right here I can bring in briefly to show you guys what the GE90s look like. There we go right there. So as you can tell, they look a little bit similar, and I'm sure for a person that knows the details of that, they would be able to depict that a little bit easier. So my bad on that, but these are actually the Trent 89217. So my bad on that. I definitely look to improve in that department, and yikes would be a way to put it. The first flight of this aircraft was on the 21st of June of 2000, and the delivery of the aircraft was 1 week later on the 28th of June of 2000 as well. So definitely one of the older 777s for the 200 variant. I think they were delivered from the 99 era up all the way up to 2002. So this aircraft's a little over 20 years old at this point. I think about 22. The empty weight of this aircraft, keep in mind the DC-10 that we reviewed previously was about 244,000 pounds. This aircraft, on the contrary, is 315,300 pounds, which is even more. So obviously DC-10's not quite as big, so that makes sense. And you know, the engines seem to be a little bit more advanced. I'm sure there's some more advanced technology and things like that, so that would make sense in my opinion. The cruising speed is 564 miles per hour. I botched the DC-10 really bad on a couple of reviews back. That would actually transition closer, I think, to 500 knots, not 700 or 800. I was on autopilot on that, so that was my bad. Sorry about that. The range of the aircraft is almost 10,000 miles, coming in at 9,450, which is absolutely insane for a 777. That is really good, and you can definitely expect really good performance there. Along with the seating, you're going to have 305 mixed class seats, which is really good with the 440 high density. American usually goes for a hybrid on these aircraft, so you're going to find some variation in that department for sure. This aircraft's always been one I've really wanted. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen various videos on YouTube of people showing this model. The one that really comes to mind is there was one person that got 3 777s broken. There was a Phoenix, this GeminiJets right here, and I think there was one other. It may have been another Phoenix or another GeminiJets, but there was 3 777s, and all 3 of them came absolutely obliterated. It was so unfortunate. They were beautiful airplanes, and unfortunately, they all came absolutely damaged. Tires were smashed, wings were detached, horizontal stabilizers, tails, all kinds of stuff. So that was one of the first times I saw this aircraft, and that was definitely not the best way to see it, but seeing it progressively throughout airport updates was absolutely incredible, and I'm so glad to have a model of it. It is an absolutely beautiful airplane. It looks so nice. This aircraft's been a huge part of the American Airlines fleet, and I'd like to introduce you guys to some of that here and some history on the American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER and a little bit about the Oneworld livery as well. The American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER has been a pivotal asset of the American Airlines long-haul fleet. American Airlines began operating the Boeing 777-200ER in the early 2000s as the aircraft fit right into the American Airlines heavy network. American Airlines uses the Boeing 777-200ER at various hubs including Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, Miami International Airport, New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport, Chicago O'Hare International Airport, and many more over the years. American Airlines has 47 Boeing 777-200ERs with one layout configuration seating 273 people with 37 business class seats, 24 premium economy seats, 66 main cabin extra seats, and 146 main cabin seats. The Boeing 777-200ER has been a huge part of the American Airlines fleet over the last 2 decades, flying various international flights to countries such as Europe and Asia, along with flying domestic operations around the United States. As seen in this review today, the Oneworld livery was introduced into the American Airlines fleet on the Boeing 777-200ER via November 791 Alpha November in early 2009. November 791 Alpha November wore the Chrome Oneworld livery till late 2013 when she was repainted into the new American Airlines livery as a result of the American Airlines US Airways merger. It was pleasing to see American Airlines keep the Oneworld livery with their new livery. American Airlines had the Chrome Oneworld livery on the Boeing 757-200, Boeing 767-300 with and without winglets, and the Boeing 777-200 as seen in this review. The new Oneworld livery was on the Boeing 757-200 and 767-300 before those aircraft got retired, and is now on 3 Boeing 737-800s and 2 Boeing 777-200ERs. November 791 Alpha November is a 22-year-old Boeing 777-200ER. The American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER has been a huge part of the American Airlines fleet for 2 decades and will have an excellent tail end of its life to come. Alrighty everybody, so that will do it for the retro review on the American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the Oneworld livery. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This thing has been an absolute unit for the American Airlines fleet, and I'm so excited for what's to come with the Boeing 777-200ER, no matter what it is. I know these are getting towards the end of their lifespan for sure, so hopefully we're able to catch as many as possible, but the 777-200 has been a great part of the American Airlines fleet, and I'm excited to see how they will utilize it here in the home stretch, and hopefully they can go do some good use, whether that's cargo purposes or maybe perhaps another airline or wherever these may end up. I'm very excited to see what will happen with the American Airlines Boeing 777-200ERs and the Oneworld livery in the chrome. It's going to be something to remember forever. I think it's one of the coolest liveries ever done, especially in the United States, but just all across the world. You're not going to see polish like this nowadays, and it was really cool to see it back in the day. What a unit. It is absolutely beautiful, and so glad to get to have a model of it. It is absolutely incredible. So with all that being said, that will do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.